Thank you for watching. And we're going to check these stories. All right.
Live from Waterloo's Public Access Studios, it's Miss Rocki and Chaveevah's North End Update Live.
Yes, bringing you the good stuff from a North End perspective. We see the good, we share the good, and it's making us all look good.
All right, today's guests are Jennifer Onuigbo from Gallagher Bluedorn Performing Arts Center to talk about Tina the Musical, and Chassidi Martin of RLCA.
Welcome to Friday.
You know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka! Again. Woo!
All right.
Welcome. We're glad you're here. We know what you've been thinking and talking about, but don't talk about it and think about it no more. Free your mind.
There you go.
Right?
All right.
Welcome to North End Update. It's your way to kick off this Friday with our Friday afternoon club.
For sure. And we have to shout out our special frequent viewers, brought to you by the Waterloo Center for the Arts. And that's Ricky Thomas,
Hey, Ricky.
Denise Brinker Foster,
Yes.
Taylor Vivians, and Scott Kowalty.
Right, Carrie Hicks, she's always commenting.
Yes.
Lisa Ambrose, we love you. Abina Sakofa and Carson Morrissey. Haven't seen you for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching us right now,
Yeah.
hey, good to see you.
Yeah.
But if you're usually watching us on Friday at 4 or Saturday at 10 a.m. on MediaCom, Channel
Yeah.
17 or 79-4,
That's
what
right.
you want to say to them?
Hello, future.
Hey, y'all, it's next week.
That's right, because
on
today's
Media-
show is going to air next week on MediaCom.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's our way of looking at people right in the face in the future. All
Yes.
right. Today we got a great show lined up, and we're going to have a talking point. We're going to give you some guidelines, our Friday afternoon guidelines for resilience.
Absolutely, and someone may definitely need to hear this. Okay.
All right. And
Yes.
we also want to talk to you about the truth, because if we're truly a great nation, the truth will not destroy us. And that's Nicole Hannah-Jones's quote. And today our truth will be what, Chaveevah?
Life is like riding a bike. To keep your balance, you got to keep moving.
That's right. And our talking point will be, we already talked about that, resilience, okay? So those are some good things we think you need to hear, because that's what you watch us for.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
good stuff.
Okay, yeah, newsflash.
Yes.
Yeah, birthday people, be sure to stick around, because as we do every week, we got to shout you out and sing you a lovely song.
Chaveevah, it's going to be like the Amani Singers today. I can just feel it. We got a quartet, and you know,
That's
Jennifer's
right.
all about that theater. She probably going to perform when she sings.
Okay,
right? And
see?
you know, Chad's going to cut up. It's going to
Yes.
be dope. Come on, y'all.
All
You
right.
gotta stick around for the birthday song.
Okay.
Yes, Violet, do we have comments?
A lot.
A lot. Yay!
Caesar Bravo says, "How's it going, ladies? Happy Friday."
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you,
Congratulations.
and
You won.
congratulations. Yes, sir.
Tell him what he won.
Hey, you won a $50 gift certificate for pizza to Tony's La Pizzeria in Cedar Falls.
Yes, let's
Yes.
give him another hand.
Whoa.
In case he didn't see the first part. All right. Nobody more deserving than those guys.
Sure.
Right? What else we have, Violet?
Tony Brown says, "Hey y'all, big
Ooh.
love."
Hey, Tony.
Yes, thank
Katie
you.
Turner says, "Hello, ladies."
Hi, Katie.
Oh.
And Tanquila and Jefferson says, "Hey, queens."
Tequila.
Okay, hey, tequila.
Wonderful. You know
Yes.
that stuff Katie gave us. Remember
Yes.
the potpourri smell?
Oh,
it's
yes.
actually that potpourri. I don't know if you guys have had it, but that stuff is perfect. It just, and
Okay.
it's got, she gave us the, thank you, Katie.
Okay,
She
yes.
gave us the fall scent, and it was
Okay.
just beautiful.
All
Okay,
right.
so you know, we want to talk to our guests now, and I think it's time that we introduce these wonderful ladies,
Yes.
Jennifer Onuigbo and Chassidi Martin.
Yes, yes,
Yes, welcome to both of you.
Yes.
If
yes,
Lori
yes.
is, I think Lori fell asleep back there.
All right.
She woke up.
Okay.
All right. And thank you and welcome both of you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Always fun to be
Yes, yes. Well, we're so excited to have you. And you know, we have to talk about the Soul Town every Friday because it's such a great magazine. And even though I know they had Kamala Harris and she did lose the election,
Yes.
it's sad for people that voted for her, including me. But we do know that we have to move on. But there's lots of other stuff in the Soul Town as well. That because we're trying to focus
Absolutely.
on good stuff today, and Kamala losing was not exactly good for me. I'm
Well,
sorry.
with everything, it's either you win or you learn.
There
So,
you go. Right.
you
Well,
have
we're
to
going
look
to
at
do
it like
some
that.
learning, right?
Absolutely, and it's
And
not
the
the end; it's a
magazine?
pause.
That's right. And the magazine.
Yes, the magazine. Yes, salute to you, Kamala. But also, there are so many wonderful things in the Soul Town that you could, recipes, advice, humorous things, religious things, just great stuff. So,
Get your copy of The Soul Town
That's
at
right.
thesoultownmagazine.com, and you can actually
Yes.
watch this show in the Soul Town. Did you know that?
I did
the
not know that.
online. Okay,
Press
yes.
play on the digital version.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Yes, Violet.
Wendy Nat Bohan says, hello, friends.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Wendy.
She had her opening.
Yes.
Yes, at the Ragged Edge. Go there and see some of her beautiful art. Okay, what else, Chaveevah?
Okay, well, it's
Our
time
talking
for us to
point.
talk about our talking point.
Yes. And Violet, today our talking point is going to be read by Violet, and it's all about what we think is good for your spirit right about now, and it's our guide for resilience. So Violet, will you please talk to our viewers about, I don't know, can we get a camera on Violet, or is that something we can do, Ed? And Violet's going to tell us. What do you got, Violet? What do you have, dear?
Lean into community, seek out love, applaud the good you see. Keep paying attention, talk to your neighbors, dance to the music, and embrace art. Look for love in small joys. Take breaks and relish in nourishing your body. Donate what you can. Linger at the dinner table with friends. Check in with your people. Let yourself grieve. Love one another as deeply as you can. The storm is upon us and we must hold on. Don't give up. We're here together.
Absolutely.
That's very good. Let's give
Yes.
her a hand. And the whole idea of all of those things, were there any one of those that stood out to you, Chassidi?
Absolutely. All of it was
All of
great.
it,
Number
yes.
one, linger at the dinner table.
That's the one.
Linger at the dinner table. I think at this, I'm in the thick of it with my family, and it's so easy to just not sit at the dinner table, but lingering there is so important. But that's where we get all of the good information about everyone's day and what you're thinking about, the things you may have taken for granted, but then you get a news flash about something that you didn't know about one of your kids or whatever. So lingering there is just, it's so good. It's a great place to linger.
Yeah, I agree. How about you, Jennifer?
The one that spoke to me was leaning into the arts.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet.
I mean,
Yes.
it's such a great way for us to find connection with one another. And so I think, that's really what I've been kind of leaning into the past couple of days, music and just beautiful things. So
Yes.
just reminding us that, there is life outside of all this
That's
Yes.
ugliness.
right.
So,
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I leaned into God's artistry, the trees,
Yeah.
the leaves
Yeah.
falling.
Right.
And I got to be with my granddaughter Nova the day before her second birthday. And so just being in that childlike atmosphere with the leaves and stuff took my mind off of a lot of the politics and the crazy stuff that's going on. So, how about you, Chaveevah?
Well, when you think about something like an election cycle, it's something that happens all the time for different, reasons. Every 2 years, or in between, 4 years presidential, and in between there's the midterms or whatever. But there's a lot of energy that you end up expending, and so I guess the whole list is a good way to put yourself on pause and just kind of slow down and not be consumed by
Right.
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what I thought about in this morning when we have our meeting. I want to invite people to just free your mind. Hopefully we don't have a lot to talk about. We don't talk a lot about politics for a reason. And then a lot of insanity. So we want you to free your mind and just enjoy us while we have a great conversation today. And applaud the good that you see. Because that's what we do, right? And so we want to applaud all the good that you saw today and the good that you're about to see with our guests. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yay! Right? We can't be too excited about good stuff. That's all I'm saying, right? and not to sugarcoat it, because sometimes I tend to do that. Okay, and our Give It Air today on the same note.
Yes.
Yes.
Life is like riding a bike. To keep your balance, you got to keep moving.
All right. What do you think about that, Jennifer?
Sometimes when life feels unbalanced, it's easy to want to crawl up in your bed and hide under the covers and
It's
stuff.
gonna fall off.
Well, exactly. There you go. Yeah. So I think keep it moving. I tend to just stay busy if I'm feeling a little off balance, and that just helps me regain that. I know some people do other forms of self-care, but whatever is right to you, I think is the right thing to do.
Yes, right. Balance. It's a balancing act. That's for sure. That's why we have to be, I think, mindful of what we have in our lives, so we know that we're balancing the right things. And moving as we age. Chaveevah and I can attest to you. If you're struggling now with anything, mobility, I tell you, my back was hurting so bad last year. If I would have laid down, and gave up like I felt like doing, it would have been a different story. But I was motivated to keep moving, and that's what I think saved my whole situation, because that movement and finding the right, chemistry and ideas. Exercise, of course, is really what you need to hear. So if you're having mobility problems or any other kind of problems, keep moving. Okay,
Yes,
Chaveevah,
for sure.
you move. Really, you're a big mover. Chaveevah walks every day.
That is wonderful.
Yeah,
Isn't
Jess and
that
I
great?
go to the Sportsplex, and as a young woman, it was so easy to be lazy.
Okay,
and get that extra hour under the covers or whatever. But then, what's that saying about if you don't use it, you'll lose it? Yes, you will.
You will.
Yes, you will. So
And we've never been this old before.
that's right.
And we'll never be
That's
this
right.
young again.
There you
So
go.
don't feel bad if you're feeling a little older and you're not moving like you used to, and you're saying those things that old people say, like, can't do what I used to.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Chassidi, what's your take on that?
What I'm learning is I feel it's important to stay on the bike, but if you need to pull on over on the side of the bike trail and pause,
Yes.
just kind of hold on to the bike, wait a minute, catch your breath.
Sure.
And that's important, because you'll find yourself moving better if you take that moment to really pause and acknowledge whatever pain you're in. I think your painful moments will be less, won't linger as long if you do take some intentional time to pause and acknowledge it and release it, and then keep it moving.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Trail, drink some water, look at
Look
the birds.
around, pause.
Yeah, you might find a wildflower.
You might, it's important to pause. Don't
Right.
stop.
Walk the
Just
bike
hold
up
on
the
for a
hill.
minute.
Oh, yes,
too.
you do
You're
that.
gonna have to do that in certain
Mm-hmm.
times, and tell everybody else to keep on moving if you need to. But I'm gonna pull over.
That's good point.
Yeah,
Good
indeed.
point. Lori, what about you? What do you think about it? You have to stop from time to time. Your schedule's so busy.
It is. I do have to take time for myself. One of my favorite things to do is walk my dog on Saturdays and Sundays and take in the morning sun, and maybe even if I'm lucky, I'll catch the sunrise, and that's really nice.
Nice. Well, good. And Violet, what do you think? We're asking everybody. Ed's going to get to chime in, too. What do you think, Violet? Do you don't know how to take a little break when you're doing your homework and get a drink or have a snack?
Yes.
Okay. That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. Ed, talk to us. You like to take a break from time to time?
I do take a break from time to time. Well, now that we're in off-season sports with one of my daughters, it's a little bit easier to take more breaks now. So, yep, it's nice to just have some quiet time. We're all sitting in the living room and reading or whatever, and just hanging out with each other.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah. So everybody take some breaks, right? And enjoy life, and don't be so serious and always. That's one more thing I'm going to say about that. Since I've been retired, I don't like to be at places at a certain time. So it's nice for me to just be able to relish in that. So, is Agnes cracking up back there? She's cracking jokes. Okay, we got to talk to Chassidi right quick because we go alphabetical now when there's two ladies.
Okay.
And we can't wait to talk about Tina. So, Chas, talk about Royal Legacy. What's going on there?
Oh, thanks for asking. We have a few things happening. Number one, I wanted to remind everyone that we have an amazing Spanish immersion program with native-speaking Spanish teachers that have moved here from Madrid to Waterloo in order to speak, in order to teach and speak while they're teaching, in order to teach Spanish. Not teach Spanish, teach kindergarten, first and second grade in Spanish.
Wow.
So it is an immersion school. So they're not teaching Spanish, they're teaching in Spanish. So it is fully immersed in the language. So that's incredible. We are the only school in the Cedar Valley that is a true Spanish immersion school.
Okay.
What kind of results have you been seeing as a result of the children starting so early?
Incredible. So we have 5th and 6th graders who are highly proficient in both English and Spanish in all 4 competencies of the language.
Excuse me, I have to say,
Yes.
our Violet is one of those students.
Yes, she
and
is.
if people always comment on how well she reads, and I was surprised to learn that she never was taught to read English. She was only taught to read Spanish.
Correct.
But somehow her English reading just is
She
so
is,
great.
Violet is about 2 or 3 grade levels above in her English reading and at grade level at Spanish because English is all around us. So, but yeah, she is one of those kids that is highly proficient in reading, writing, speaking, and understanding the language because she's been learning Spanish since kindergarten.
Wow.
And so, yes.
Violet, we're going to hold off on the comments. You guys, hang on. We're going to get your comments in a minute, but we want you to continue.
Yes, another thing is we have open houses coming
and I
up
think Agnes
every
had that. Yes.
second Wednesday beginning next week. We have an open house, and so if you are interested in enrolling in our K through 6th grade academy, we encourage you to RSVP by scanning that QR code and come on through. We'll give you a tour, answer any questions you have, and enrollment is now open for even next year. So we have space available for kindergarten through 2nd graders.
Awesome.
Yes, another thing is we have legacy luncheons.
Right.
So legacy luncheons, we are establishing a legacy of empowerment, faith, and academic excellence in the Cedar Valley. And if you want to be part of that legacy, please join us at a legacy luncheon so that you also can get a tour and see how you can financially contribute and or just be a supporter of Royal Legacy Christian Academy.
Love it. Yes. Well, thank you, Chassidi. And is there a total amount of students that you have to, kind of conform to, or are you open for enrollment for as
we are
many
open
as
to
that will
enrollment.
come?
Our goal is we're trying to get where we would love to get to 100 students next year. We're still a very small school.
Yes.
We're at about 40 students, and we'd love to get to 100 students next year. So we have lots of room, and we're hitting it hard to share the good news about the type of education we have available at Royal Legacy.
Last question.
Yes, talk about the event that you have coming up.
Yes,
Flames of Freedom.
Flames of Freedom.
All right,
I'm so
what is
excited. Our students are working hard to transform Royal Legacy into a 3D art exhibit in February, in which we are honoring local heroes, local Flames of Freedom.
Yes.
So present with us today and those who have already gone on, but we have several people like Anna Mae Weems and the wonderful Willie Mae Wright and India Johnson and all the trailblazers in our community that have done so many things to make our community what it is today and whose shoulders we are standing on.
Last question I have to ask is, are you looking for teachers, or do you have enough people running?
We are not currently hiring teachers, but we are open for enrollment in our child care program, which serves infant to 5-year-olds. We have space available in our Legacy Littles program, and we also are, of course, open for enrollment for next year, and we are hiring for next year. So
super. Well, thank you.
Yes.
It's always so
Amazing.
great to have you. By the way, for those that don't know, this is my daughter. Full disclosure, right?
If the voices didn't give it away.
Okay, Chaveevah,
Okay.
what do you have for Jennifer?
Yes, Jennifer. Every time you come, there's always something exciting going on, and there's something coming up this weekend, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about Tina.
Keep on turning.
Yeah, we
Hey.
are thrilled to welcome Tina. It's the Broadway show of Tina Turner's Story, and today is a 40% off flash sale.
Wow.
So if you get tickets today, they're 40% off, so
Oh
making
my
it really affordable to
goodness.
go. I just put in the program. We have digital programs, and I was putting that in, and the music. There's probably 25 of Tina's hits that they're going to perform that you'll hear during this. So
Goodness,
really amazing.
25.
Yeah, we have one of our supporters is over in England right now, and said Tina is selling out across the board. So this is really a don't miss kind of
Oh, my
opportunity.
goodness.
So
And
yeah,
it's only for 2 days. I looked at it
Yeah.
to see if I could make it, but it's
yeah,
just
it's
for
Saturday night, Sunday at 1, and Sunday at 7.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah,
What a performer. And tickets are available
at gbpac.com. You can also walk up to the ticket office 90 minutes before each of the shows, and you can get tickets there.
Oh.
And we'd like to give away 2 sets of 2 tickets to one of the viewers. So yeah, free tickets.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I had no idea. I look at Chassidy's like, can I go watch it? She's trying to figure out how to get in the drawing. But oh, that's awesome. And so I don't know how we would give them away. You want to have somebody get right now at this particular moment?
Or how about if your viewers put in the comments that they'd like the tickets, and we'll take the first 2 who comment? Would that be okay?
Wow, there
Okay.
we go. You
Okay.
heard that. If there are 2 people that
Get
like
those
to go to
typing
the
fingers
show,
ready
type
immediately.
in. Yes, type in. And Violet, while they're typing and trying to win this prize, the first 2 to type Tina will win. But you can go ahead and read the other comments that you were talking about earlier.
Patricia L. Harris says, I wish I could see it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
wish I could see it. They should make it viewable for disabled people.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Have a live
okay.
stream, yeah, or some. That's an idea. We need to be more inclusive with our shows and things like that, so people can see them. Yeah.
And Matthew Carpenter says, hello, ladies, and Agnes Cress in the back.
Oh
Okay.
yes, everybody loves
Hey,
Agnes
Matthew.
and Matthew. Yeah, that food was really good. I was there last time. So we're waiting for you to write down Tina if we get any.
And while we're waiting, Jennifer, tell us a little bit more about what Kaleidoscope is offering.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just had our first show last week, and it made me think of you, Chassidi, because it was a bilingual show that we presented, 1, 2, 3, Andreas.
Yes.
It was really phenomenal, and probably one of our most engaging shows. The kids were up dancing and singing along. They took them on stage, so that was really fun. Our next one will be on Monday and Tuesday. It's Mr. C, Air is Everywhere, so it's kind of a STEM science thing. So he does science experiments, and I don't know, we had to get a flame permit, so there's something with fire that's happening.
Oh wow.
That's always fun. So
okay.
yeah, there he is, Mr. C. So
Yes.
Good.
yeah, so
And the
that's
cost, is there tickets?
so Kaleidoscope is our matinee series, and it's always $1 a kid. So $1. Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
remember I called you from the audience that day and said you need to come out here?
Yes, I
Oh,
know. Yeah,
So we'll have to
good.
pay attention and actually be there because they're amazing, your Kaleidoscope shows.
Yeah.
And they're only $1 per kid. So,
Yeah.
get your kiddos together and it's so entertainment.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining, and it's great to have that entertainment available to all at such an affordable price.
Yeah. So we have a lot of other shows that are happening after the first of the year. We're slow this fall because of construction. So you can check out our schedule online and see other shows. There's still some seats available for those. So
Right,
yeah.
and I think Agnes had your online. You could go to that website.
I was just going to ask about holiday performances.
Yeah.
You see some really nice pictures.
Yeah, so we're seeing Nutcracker. That will be right the week before Thanksgiving, so week after next. That features about 70 local dancers that are performing in that with the Minnesota Ballet. And then,
Wow.
yeah, we got
and the
Brazilian
Brazilian
Twins
Twins,
that just went on
yay.
sale. So they're going to be just down the street here at Trinity Lutheran Church. It's a candlelight performance, kind of unplugged.
really
So something that's we've not done before with the Brazilian Twins, so that'll be really fun. And Bel Canto Christmas, that was another
Oh,
one. That's with
yes.
our friends from the Jesse Cosby Center Choir.
Oh, we
And,
loved that
yeah.
last year. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So much going on. And we're so thankful that you guys have invested in us as sustaining collaborators. And we love that every month you come and tell us more and more and more good stuff.
Right.
So thank you. And we get to go out and enjoy. All right. Well, it looks like it's time to say happy birthday. And I promised our viewers a really pretty quartet.
I've got a cold, but we'll see.
Could I say one thing before? Because you mentioned the Imani singers. I want to just say praise the Lord for Dr. Delano Cox, who recently, who recently passed away. And I think about when we were in the Imani Singers at Jubilee United Methodist Church, and we were all singers, and Dr. Cox had an amazing tenor voice. And the funny thing about Dr. Cox, I'm not doing this, I'm sorry, but I had to do it, is that he had an amazing voice, but he wasn't like an ad-libber, like where you could just ad-lib. He was just had a very classical, almost classical voice, and he would always sing when we'd sing the "He's Able" song.
Oh yes,
I remember Dr. Cox going, "Yes he is, yes he is, yeah, he's able, yes he is," and it was like Dr. Cox would be on the piano like, tell him to stop doing that. But anyway, I love Dr. Cox was a wonderful man who had added a lot to our community while they were living here.
Absolutely.
A definite encourager. He would encourage you and push you to the max. You know, he was a wonderful man, and I know he will be greatly missed. They moved to Chicago, so thank you for that beautiful tribute, Chassidi. Okay.
So we had some birthday people to greet, some wonderful birthday people as we have every week. And happy birthday to Leah Clark.
Hey, Leah.
Carson Morrissey. Happy birthday. Cynthia Golden. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
Daryl Rick Coleman. Yes, and Sean Young.
Cheyenne or Sean? Cheyenne?
I don't know.
I always ask that girl, that baby, how do you pronounce your name? And she tells me, and I forget every time. Anyway,
Young Miss Young, happy birthday.
Faye Young's daughter.
Yes.
Okay. And Ronald Fink and Rush Cleveland, our wonderful
Rush.
friend. Yes. Alvin Wright and Brittany Perkins.
Yes.
And Kathy Lindfer. Hey, happy birthday to all of you.
Yes,
Ronald
indeed.
Fink from City View. Right? All right. Well, it's just so great to see people you know and they're having birthdays. That means we're still alive at the same time. And that means a lot these days. All right. So we want to sing happy birthday. And it goes something. Are you ready, Chaz?
I'm ready. I'm being ready.
That's why you say once.
Right. Ready, Lori? And we got some backup over there. Okay. She said yes, Diane. Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
Are you ready? Okay.
Sure you would agree.
Couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. And happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's right, for our wonderful birthday people. Chaveevah, I tell you, it's been another great show.
I know, even though it started out kind of...
I know, right?
Had to rev up.
That's right.
So glad that you guys stuck through it with us. Don't forget to support Royal Legacy Christian Academy. You'll be seeing more videos and stuff from them. And also, go to Gallagher Bluedorn and see some of these wonderful things, right?
Yes, for sure.
And we want to talk about how seasoned we are because we're queenagers, don't you know?
Yes, that is true.
And we've learned a few things. And one thing I've learned is that if you want to fly, you got to let go of the stuff that weighs you down.
Okay.
Ooh, and that was from
Toni Morrison. And stuff was not the word she used. But that's another story.
She said something kind of like crap or not.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And I've learned that when life shuts a door, just open it again. It's a door. That's how they work.
That's right. Open that door, right?
Hey, that's
All
a
right.
good one.
All right. And then we want to remind our viewers until next week, keep doing really awesome stuff like Violet, and Chassidi,
And Jennifer,
Lori, Diane Ebert,
Yes.
and Ed.
Ed and Agnes. Why?
because
Because
Agnes makes,
makes
us
us
all look good.
Okay.
See you next time.